Time don't see like my hair color, my new hair color. My son messed it up. He went up too high, man. Look at this. I don't have to shoot him with his pee. Yeah, don't tell him don't see, huh? Look at that, 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 look at that. The psycho Geo. Like a clown. But anyway, what's up, everybody? Haven't been on YouTube for a while. Been working a lot, but like I said before, YouTube has just chanted me and demonetizing me. But that's not gonna stop me from doing my videos. That I have to get on with you guys because it's imperative that I get messages out there. It's imperative that when I did yesterday, or that questionnaire that I did. Um, First, let me stop there. The reason that the title of this is "We're Forgetting Things in America" is because here we are looking at politics and we're forgetting what really needs what we need to concern ourselves of about. Um, I'll give you an example. The Democrats just passed this inflation bill, right, and the health bill, and every Democrat is passing it on as if it's a great thing. No, it's not a great thing, because if you look at the bill itself for to lower the it lowers the price of medication, but it lowers the prices of 10 medications. 10 medications, not all medication, only 10. And that starts when? 2026. 2022. So we gotta wait 4 years to get 10 medications. Does that make sense? Um to be honest with you, Democrats this year or in the past 2 years have gotten no sense of audacity or balls whatsoever. And you can't vote with Republicans because everything that goes their way, they push down. You got you want everybody. Okay, everybody's screaming that what they did to Donald Trump is wrong. Listen, this happens every day in America. People get search warrants. People get this. People get that. That is unprecedented. That Donald Trump got what he did. Got a search warrant. Yes, it's unprecedented. It's unprecedented because it never happened before. But yet, Donald Trump is not your original person. Donald Trump is not your original person or president. Donald Trump likes to do things his own way. He's a narcissist. He likes to defy people, and they asked him to turn in those papers, and he didn't. He asked him to turn in some of the archives, and he didn't because he thinks he's above the law, above the law, and that's not good. That's not good. Despite of what you think of him, he's just not fit for anything. To be honest with you, for anything. And we're politicizing everything, right? Christians, evangelicals wants to get into the politics, but they want to tell their constituents, or they want to tell their constituents, they want to tell their church who to vote for when we're supposed to, as a God-fearing people, when we're supposed to be involved in politics, because that's none of our business. But I'm not going to go there. And then here we are, we're screaming, oh, what they did to Donald Trump was bad. This guy, this guy in Ohio tries to go into the building of the FBI office. Now, those same Republicans that were saying we should not defund the police are the same Republicans, the same people are saying defund the FBI, defund. You're going after one person. You're following one person. This is why the Republican Party is so screwed up. The Republican Party is no longer the Republican Party. Okay, the Republican Party is a bad party to be in now. Liz Cheney got cut off because she was believing with her heart. Anyone that doesn't believe that the January 6th was not an insurrection, it's really, it's not all up here. And those who believe that Donald Trump's words and his actions, or just his words, didn't cause that insurrection, then something's really up here. Okay, there's another dude that I like him or don't like him. It takes someone to know that what he said caused what happened. Now, when I say that we're forgetting things, we're forgetting a lot about it. We're forgetting about a lot of things in this country. We're forgetting that last week the FBI rescued 122 young men and women who run away. They were kidnapped. We're forgetting that there is a human trafficking going on in this country, and no one, not even the media, is saying anything about that. Nobody. Because politics goes first. Your kids go first. So that should be in the news. If the kids are, if 122 kids were rescued, imagine how many more kids are out there. Then you got to think to yourself, how do these kids get to these streets? Family issues, home issues. There's got to be some form of disconnection in that family. So how do we, the nation, get those people, those families that help? That's what we should be focusing about. 122 kids were found, were rescued. All right? We're having a sexual trafficking machine out there. We're having a human trafficking machine out there. And no one out here is addressing that problem. They're just addressing Trump or the Democrats addressing this, but no one's addressing that problem. No one's addressing the problem that if you go to California and you hit Skid Row, all those people are still homeless. No one's addressing that problem. Okay? You go to Kingston, Pennsylvania, all those addicts out there who are in the streets. No one's addressing those problems because it doesn't matter Skid Row because it doesn't bother California. It's not bothering the neighborhood about California, so they don't care. The people in Kingston, Pennsylvania, the people who live around that area or outside that area, they don't care because it's happening in their neighborhood. Okay? Those are the things that we have to start. So we gotta talk about. We gotta talk about how do we take away this shield, this immunity that officers have. That's why they do what they do because they have an immunity and they can't get touched when they abuse their power. Those are the things that we need. How do you expect to tell a girl that she cannot have an abortion, that she has to have a kid, and then not give her food stamp, then give her Medicaid, then not give her no form of support? Gotta stop telling women what to do, what they can do, what they can and cannot do with their body. Gotta stop listening to all these church leaders that says the Bible said this, the Bible said that. Listen, read the Bible to your own understanding. In the Bible that does say there's no such thing in the Bible about abortion. There's no thing about the Bible you have to be married before you have to have sex. You have to be married before you have sex. There's nothing in the Bible that says that God wants you to do that because you want to be married to that person. You want to share that with a person that you truly love. You want to spend the rest of your life with. So you wait for that special someone because your body is a temple. Your body is sacred. You don't want to go out there and desecrate your body with every man that you see, or man, you don't want to desecrate your body with every woman that you see. You don't do that. Having sex is a responsibility, and apparently it gets. And apparently, they hold more responsible. The women are held more responsible than the men are, because the woman gets pregnant, gets an abortion, she gets in trouble. Now the one that fathered, the one that got her pregnant, gets away with it. So why haven't we done anything about that? Okay. There are a lot of things that we can do in this country as a whole, and we can become number one. We have better education. We can have better health care. People don't want to do universal health care because it costs a lot. People cry about money, man. You're not gonna die. You're not gonna take the money that you with you. You're not gonna take the money with you. So prosper. Didn't God tell you what you have, give to your neighbor, what you give, what you have, give. Help thy neighbors as you help thyself. That's one of the purposes. So why would you turn your back on universal health care so everybody can have universal health care? Oh, because I'm rich, I just have my money, and I don't want to spend my money on someone who doesn't. And then you say, oh, this person, how am I going to give this person money? This person doesn't work. This person, finding a job isn't easy, and not having a skill isn't easy. And a lot of people don't want to work at McDonald's. A lot of people don't want to work in Burger King. A lot of people don't want to. But yet these people that don't want to work in Burger King, don't want to work at McDonald's, don't have a skill. They don't have no one or that motivation to go to a trade school or to go to school to get a skill. They don't have that motivation. We don't put enough into those programs. We don't promote those programs. What we say, kids, go to college, do this, but you don't promote trade school. You don't promote trade school. The other day, something funny happened. That they said that Magic Johnson is the face of HIV. And I'm forwarding away because it goes away. It goes to the same thing. Magic Johnson is not the face of HIV. The face of HIV is you and I who have been fighting with this for 20 some odd years and are still alive And those who are starting to become HIV infected are the heroes. Because Magic Johnson, no matter what he is, people say, oh, he got money. He got the same pills that we got. It's no big deal. The only thing that Magic Johnson was, what it was a sports star that came out there, but Rock Hudson had AIDS. Um, Asha, the Ash had AIDS. Uh, um, what you call it? Freddie Mercury had AIDS. And there's a lot of stars that have AIDS. And the thing that I don't see Magic Johnson being the face of HIV, because I don't see Magic Johnson on TV. I don't see Magic Johnson doing it. I don't see Magic Johnson doing that. He may give money, but giving money and talking are two different things. But the reason that you don't see too many commercials of HIV is because drugs have worked, that people are healthy. But if you saw HIV when I saw HIV back in the 80s, you'd be scared. You didn't even want to go to bed with nobody. And I think that's where right now 1 million people are getting infected with HIV every day, every year. And that's between the ages of 18 and 24. All right? Think about that. How is he the face of HIV when I don't see him doing it? I don't see him going to basketball courts. I don't see him going here and going to the streets of Harlem, going to the streets, to the black and brown communities where HIV is very prevalent. Hi, Justice Janine. So I don't see that. I was in New York. I'm in North Carolina. Where you from? I'm a New Yorker though. It's just, those are the kind of things that gets me mad. Like in New York, this girl you said me from New York. Look at New York. New York. Why is crime high in New York? Because the Democrats decided to lower down the bill. Tennessee, all right, cool. Never been to Tennessee though. I hear it's a nice state. So they lowered the bail amount. Whether you get no bail, you get little bail. If your crime ain't high, you don't get no bail. And these people that are committing crimes over and over again are getting away with it. Jail once, they come out the next day. The system is set up. The law is set up that they don't have to go to jail. So they come back out and do the same thing all over again. I understand why it's there, but to set no bail or to ROR these people who are menace to society, that's kind of bad in New York, especially anywhere. It's ridiculous. So those are the things that we gotta start thinking. We gotta start thinking. Stop thinking about with the recession, man. The recession in the whole entire world. I see, yeah, I put a gas. It's thousand. About $3. It's $7 a gallon. In Hong Kong, the recession is everywhere. It's everywhere. And we bitch. We gotta stop bitching, bro. What you do in Tennessee, Janet? You live there? And we bitch about it. And it's ridiculous. Instead of helping each other out, if I had the money and I would buy acres of land and build tiny homes for homeless. How long you live in Tennessee? And build tiny homes for the homeless and put the homeless there, give them a place to live, get them straightened out, get them some counseling, put up some resumes, and let them go out there and build themselves up. And then when they got that courage to build themselves up, let them go get a job. And when they got that money set up, teach them how to go get a home, to buy a home. Okay, that is the American dream. Not to buy a home, but to be successful in whatever you want to be. And I don't care what success can mean anything. You don't have to be rich. 20 years, wow. I've only been here in North Carolina 2 years. But it is true, Janice. Every state that you go to, you have abandoned buildings. Every state that you go to, you have abandoned houses. Why doesn't the state or the government take those houses and build it for people to have shelters in? Plain and simple. I lived in New York, what's called the NYCHA building. NYCHA is a New York Housing Authority. And there, in those projects, people live in those projects. And and the majority don't pay rent, don't pay light, right? So they live off the government, and there are some that do pay. They pay 30% of their income to live in the projects. But what happens is that you got 18 and 19 and 20-year-olds living in those projects. They live there forever. They got no way, they got no means of education because they don't want to go to work. They don't want to work because the government is giving them everything. But if the government was smart and say, you know what, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to get you live in night for 5 years, but you have to do something for me. You don't got a GD, you got to go get your GD. What do you like to do? Oh, I like to cut hair. I like to do nails. So you're going to get your GD. Once you get your GD, you can do it at the same time. You're going to go to cosmetology school. Once you go to cosmetology school, either you work for someone in cosmetology or we'll help you open up a business in cosmetology. Give them that foot out the door. But we're not doing that as a society. We're not doing that. I tell people, I see kids at the drug dealers. They're like, yo, we have something. Why do you sell drugs? Oh, because it's easy. So if you sell drugs, I mean, you can sell. I'm gonna sell a car. You sell this. So do that legit wise. Make that a legit business. But some people just don't wanna do the work. They want easy money, but they don't want to put the work in, and that's sad. And that's sad. And then when you see people who are who are who are who are what can we call it? Who are talking about better Democrats and better Republicans. No, that's bullcrap. We have to start thinking for our own. Look at what Janet lives. She lives in Tennessee. Tennessee is not that far from Alabama. It's not that far from Mississippi. Mississippi and Alabama are two Republican states. Mississippi, Mississippi is the poorest state in the nation, but it's run by Republicans. Janice, why would you vote for Trump? And I want to know why. Because there are other candidates out there who will fit better as a Republican that than right now. I can't say who I like because I don't know who's going to run. But at the end of the day, they're all full of shit. At the end of the day, I gotta look out for me. At the end of the day, Janice gotta look out for Janice. Because when you got no food or you got no bill to pay, Trump ain't gonna go to your house and pay for that bill. Yeah, but Trump, no. Let's get something straight. Trump is not a businessman. His father was a businessman. Okay? His father grew up, his father made Trump Towers, made the Trump empire. He inherited. There's a big difference where Janice from Tennessee came from a poor family, right? Her mother was poor, her dad was poor. They worked in a factory, and Janice got up every day at 7 o'clock in the morning, busted her ass going to school, busted her ass, started working at McDonald's, went from McDonald's, went to this job, and Janice saved up money here, Janice saved up money there, that she opened up a small business. And that business that Janice opened, boom, it exploded, right? Now Janice business is everywhere. That's a self-made businesswoman. Janice is a businesswoman. Now I would vote for Janice because I know Janice came from here, from and he knows what the struggle is. He knows the struggle of the poor. He knows what struggle is to wake up at early in the morning to make coffee, to wake up the kids, to do that. Get the algo. Oh, so she does that. Trump doesn't know how to do that because Trump was born with a silver spoon. Trump was born with a silver spoon in his house, so he doesn't know what the struggle. He doesn't know. Gracias. He doesn't know the struggle of you and I, James. He doesn't know. Donald Trump plays both fiddles. Donald Trump is a Republican by heart, but the only thing that Donald Trump does is that the way to win times is to go to the other side. You know how many times Donald Trump has given to the Hillary campaign? Look at Donald Trump's messages where he says that the economy has always been better off with Democrats. You can Google it. You can see his speech. You can see his speech where he says he does not like abortions at all. He will fight. He's pro-life. He does not like. He does not. He said he's no. He said his word was he's anti-abortion. Those were his words. He was. You look it up. You can Google it. He's anti-abortion. He's anti-abortion. So, and now he's for abortion. And when you speak to Donald Trump about abortion, he does not clearly say he clearly doesn't say he's anti-abortion or he's for abortion. He knows that he does not like abortion. His words say he abhors abortion. Look it up. It's in one of my videos when he said that years ago, like 20 years ago. Okay, I asked my son to give me back some sunflower seeds. Look what he got. Kind of big. So Trump, it's not a businessman. Now you're gonna see. Now check this out. Now check this out. You see his accountant. His accountant pleaded guilty to charges. Now you know his accountant is going to talk because that man's not going to go to jail for Donald Trump. Okay, the only thing that he could say. Want me to do you live? I'm doing live. See, he don't understand, man. So the only thing that man that could save that man that his accountant is not going to say is that all these transactions that I did in all these years, Donald Trump didn't know anything about it, and that's going to be virtually impossible to do because, from my understanding, Donald Trump knew everything. Everything he had to do, he had to approve it. Plain and simple. Okay, the only reason that people are coming after Donald Trump because he became president. Had he not become president of the United States, he would have been cool. Now you gotta go, Janice, because I said I didn't want Donald Trump. Give me a good Republican, I'll go vote for a good Republican. Had nothing to do with being Democrat, and nothing to do with Republican. Donald Trump was such a good businessman that, check this out. He gave a tax cut of 26 in 2016, right? So every business had got good money. But what happened? And your 401k went up, everything went up. But in 2021, that business bracket that he gave is no longer there. So you and I will be paying money until 2020. Our taxes will go up to 2026, and we'll be paying more than we were paying in 2016. But the business people who own business will still get that 25% or the 22. I think he lowered out to 22. So he's a businessman for business people, but he's not a businessman for you and me. But besides all that, we gotta look at the big picture, and that big picture is that you got Liz Cheney, who, if she ever ran, will make a good president because even though she's Republican, she knows what the people want, and when you stand up for something that you believe in, and she didn't care what other people thought about her going after Trump. Others did. Others put their tails between their legs and said, "No, I don't want to do this because I might lose my seat." She didn't care. She cared more about the constituents. She cared more about the United States, about the Constitution, about the future of the United States, than letting this clown ruin her life. Kissinger, the same thing. He's not backing down, but everybody else is, right? So anyway, that's all I have to say for now. Like my hair? Gorgeous, right? Gorgeous. I look marvelous. Marvelous.